7
we
minutes.
were talking about the schedule, and I was like, wait, Jessica would be perfect for like the Halloween epi.
Thanks.
And so then I text you, and you were like, ugh, I guess.
I thought y'all were tricking me. I'm so dead ass. I was like, they're lying.
It phased us for like 3 minutes. We were like, how funny would it be
It would
if
be
we were
really
just
funny.
like normal?
Well,
and
because
she
I know
just
how
walked
hard
in
you
here.
go. This is like you not even putting in effort, and you're wearing a bald cap.
I
So,
only have 45 minutes.
It's like, get a little touch up. Hey, Mari. Your turn. Do you sleep well?
Head hits the pillow, I'm out.
Ugh, you're lucky. I have been having like such weird sleep problems. And then I saw this video on TikTok that talked about how magnesium helps you sleep. Then I found this company called Bioptimizers. And they have these magnesium pills because it's really complicated with magnesium. There's so many different kinds of magnesium. So these pills from Bioptimizers are magnesium breakthrough pills, which aid in sleep mainly, have all 7 of the magnesiums that you're supposed to take to help you sleep. I know. They're vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, lactose-free. So they're basically a vitamin that you can take every night to help you sleep.
It's the all-in-one magnesium.
Magnesium actually would be really great for you to take because it helps with muscle recovery, which is good for the people that work out all the time, like you.
I do. I get in the gym. I'm a gym rep.
So it supports muscle health, cramps, builds strong bones, promotes healthy blood pressure and normal heart rhythms. And the formula includes cofactor ingredients to multiply the delivery of magnesium to every cell in your body and absorb a very high rate, which is good because you actually absorb what is going into your body.
Muy importante.
Yeah, muy importante.
Everybody needs a cofactor.
Everybody needs a cofactor.
I'm your cofactor.
You are my cofactor. I wouldn't be able to absorb life if I didn't have you as a cofactor.
I'm your magnesium.
There are no synthetic additives or preservatives, which is so important. I feel like a lot of people are just spewing out products right now and you never really know what you're buying. So I'm glad that I did my research and I found this company because there's a lot of different magnesium products out there, but this product specifically is legit, which is nice. So if you have any issues sleeping, muscle recovery, and you just overall want to feel better, I feel like this could be for anybody, not just the sleepyheads, the people that can't get it together like me.
Sure. And it's really important for people our age too to take magnesium. A lot of my
100%.
girlfriends who are our age they're all talking about magnesium is like the thing now.
Well, you heard it first. Go to bioptimizers.com/touchup for 10% off or use our promo code touchup10. Happy sleeping.
Magnesium.
Thank you, Bioptimizers. Oh my God, I already fell asleep.
That's
This
gorgeous.
is actually all who I am.
Yeah, I love
I'm a
that.
cougar.
I mean, I love cats.
I'm a pussy. Oh, sorry. I can't.
No, you can say
that?
you can say pussy.
I think I can say whatever I want.
She swears.
Oh yeah, well,
and so do I.
well, John, what's his name? Thomas Taylor. What's his name? Who's
Jonathan
your
Taylor Thomas?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas gave me this shirt.
You win. JTT.
Can't even say his name.
I think it would be smaller.
JTT.
JTT.
It would be.
He's a little
Not anymore.
Why is he large?
Have you looked him up recently?
I don't care. He's still my celebrity crush.
Oh, he's my celebrity crush
That's who
too.
Taryn-
Jonathan
And
Taylor
yeah,
Thomas?
Yeah. The
Oh,
bowl cut.
I don't care that he's 4'8".
The bowl cut.
I'll take it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's mine.
The
What's
chokehold with the bowl cut.
Was that the 90s thing to have
Meow.
35 names?
It was a lot. You didn't
Yeah.
have to have that many. I couldn't even
What's
say
your middle
it.
name? Or do you hide it from people?
No, Noelle, but I don't go, hi, I'm Taryn Noelle Feldman.
Okay.
Hi,
Well,
I'm
some people are
Joseph
ashamed of their
Gordon-Levitt.
middle name.
Well, no, it's just like actors that have a bunch of names.
Yeah.
And speaking of actors that have a ton of names, welcome back to the Touch Up Podcast. I am your host, Taryn Feldman.
And I am also Taryn Feldman. No,
And I am also Taryn Feldman.
There we go.
Perfect. Happy Halloween. Happy almost Halloween.
Happy almost Halloween.
Best time of the year.
Best time of the
truly
year.
Best time of the year.
is.
Except it's 100 degrees and my head's sweating off my forehead.
I know we're actually in August. But because I'm ambitious and I wanted to shoot the entire first season in a week, it's Halloween. It's
I
almost
love it.
Halloween.
And
love
we
it.
had to whip this out of our asses.
No, we literally.
Yeah.
7
Well, we were
minutes.
talking about the schedule, and I was like, wait, Jessica would be perfect for like the Halloween epi.
Thanks.
And so then I text you, and you were like, ugh, I guess.
I thought y'all were tricking me. I'm so dead ass. I was like,
Well,
they're lying.
It phased us for like 3 minutes. We were like, how funny would it be
It would
if
be
we were
really
just
funny.
like normal?
Well,
and
because
she
I know
just
how
walked
hard
in
you
here.
go. This is like you not even putting in effort, and you're wearing a bald cap.
I only have
I mean,
45 minutes.
It's like,
God.
so
No, girl.
insane.
And there's contractors at my house. And when I went in the house, because I worked, luckily my client's like day ended early. So I was like, okay, we got to figure this shit out. I run in the house. I see the
commitment with the hands.
contractor. I'm like, hey,
Hey,
just a jump scare. I'm going to come downstairs, a completely different person. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I got to figure out a Halloween costume. So I do it. And I think maybe he thought I was going to come down sexy,
Yeah.
which I did.
You sure you
Obviously.
are very sexy right now.
this is so fun. I can't even.
And then you came down as Judy.
And then I came downstairs. And he was not turned on by me.
God, you look. It's just so.
Yeah,
wait,
you're
hold on. Can you
so
tell us?
talented.
Thanks, guys.
God, you're so
Thanks.
talented.
You really
This
are.
is
Thanks.
what I whipped together. Which
You look
is
great.
It's a little combination of Martha Washington and Jim Carrey. Jess does work so well with her tiny hands.
I
And
know.
this is
You're
coming
like-
from another
I know,
tiny hand
Andrew-
connoisseur.
Yes, and you're like holding a microphone with
Yeah.
it. It's insane.
Yeah.
White knuckling it
Yeah.
under
Okay,
these
so-
sleeves.
Jessica is also a makeup and hair artist.
Mhm.
She is also represented by Forward, who is the agency that Mari and I are also represented by.
Hoot hoot.
We're all in Nashville. I don't know your story though.
Which version you want?
How many? The goriest,
Glorious.
the most rated NC-17 version.
Well, I guess, do you want to know my life story or my glam story?
I want to know your glam story. Just as much as you can talk with your hands, please. That's just your camera, just so you're aware.
Okay. I'm
Tiny
high
little
on
bitch.
aspirin.
Huh?
I said I am high on aspirin.
Oh, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Good.
it's an
Let's
acid.
say.
This ball cap is tight.
I just like looking at your head
It's ridiculous.
with your tiny hands. Like,
Oh God.
what a fun day we've had.
Okay, so glam story.
Glam story.
I started makeup when I was 19.
Okay.
I am 38, almost 39. So I've been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Growing up in New England, pretty much the only option
Oh,
you
New
have.
England.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm from Maine. So I was born
Oh
in
my
New
God, I
York.
didn't know that.
hmm
Oh my god.
Oh,
You already
Like
know all this.
they breed
Long
back
Island.
from Maine.
Oh really?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't
No,
know.
That's
you
a
don't
special.
think this is a beautiful Mainer
No,
girl?
it is a beautiful.
Oh,
I'm
God,
just saying.
thank
There's
God
not a lot of
they-
you looking
Thank
people
God
from Maine.
Maine exists.
Yeah.
What would
Yeah.
we do without that?
Well, this is where we go skiing in the winter, is right here.
Nice.
Drain
Hitting
the
the
main
slopes.
vein.
So everyone told me I was not going to be successful. Makeup artist wasn't a career choice for people who are smart.
Mhm.
I would never make any money. And, you know, I can say this candidly about even my husband, because I've been with my husband since I was 19. He was like,
Oh my,
that's not a real job.
that's so cute. Does he feel like a stupid dick now?
Oh, he eats crow all the time. He's like, you should charge more. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, he supports me fully. But
What kind
at
of
the time,
what kind of smart are you? What kind of smart do you identify as?
I don't know, but this head is large and full of knowledge.
Wow. Because I was only going in one direction because the other one was not even an option. So
Mostly
I'm
smart.
dyslexic, so I
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Mostly smart ass, I think, is
Yeah.
my intelligence
Well,
level. So, yeah, a lot of friction. Nobody thought I was going to do well. So I went to college for a little bit, community college, and I grew up very poor. So I paid my own way, took summer classes while I was working. And I was just like, this isn't for me. I want to go to beauty school. Before I went, though, I ended up joining the military. So I signed up
What?
to go in the
You
Navy.
did?
Yeah, I didn't ship out. So the universe was like,
Psych.
but you shipped up.
I signed up, but I broke my ankle right before before you go to boot camp.
So that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to get out of it,
just fall down a cliff.
Did you
Hold
want to go
down.
though?
I did. So I was a singer and I played the oboe. So I wanted to be in the Navy band.
The oboe.
what's
It
an
was a-
oboe?
It's a woodwind instrument.
It's a
Um,
wood what?
Woodwind.
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 Like
Yep.
a clarinet or a
Yeah,
flute.
but it's
Ah.
a double reed, so it's a very tiny reed.
Tiny reed.
For tiny. Do you
For
put it with
tiny-
your tiny hand?
with tiny hands.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
I could only blow into the tuba or baritone.
Oh, you're getting
Instrument
skin
the mo-
flute, but that's fine.
Mm.
What kind of
All my
podcast is
friends.
this?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I was a professional musician. I played with my band teacher actually in a jazz trio when I was in high school. So I was a working musician when I was young. And so it got to the point where I had to pick music or makeup. And when I did finally commit to makeup, I didn't give up music till I was probably like 25, 26, but I started doing weddings and pageants. And that's really how you can make a good living in New England doing makeup. At the time, I think it's kind of pivoted now where it's a little more glamorous.
Yeah.
Like there might be more options, but at the time there wasn't. There was no, YouTube, or it was just starting. There was no Instagram.
Yeah.
If you wanted to learn how to do makeup, you had to look at a photograph.
Yeah.
You had your magazines, you cut
Yeah.
them out, like you painted them on your wall or
Oh my
stuck
God.
them on your
How
wall.
many decoupaged?
Yeah.
Like
Kevin
lookbooks
Aquan, the
that
Kevin
I
Aquan
had.
book.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
have Making
That's
Faces?
why
Was
I
like
didn't
my
have any
first-
money
Yeah,
for the
same.
Kevin Aquan book.
Same, Taryn.
No,
Yeah.
I had magazines I
so
stole
funny.
from like
Dude,
people's
that's how poor
offices.
you were?
Yeah,
That's
we didn't
poor.
have any money.
How poor were you?
I'm rich with forehead though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Poor with money, rich with body parts. Yeah,
yeah.
girl.
So I didn't have any money, but so even like your makeup kit, like you don't have anything.
You're,
Yeah.
Right.
You were just figuring it out. So I learned how to mix colors because I couldn't afford to buy anything. There's no Sephora.
Yeah.
You had Rite Aid.
Yeah.
So I just started doing it, and nobody could tell me otherwise. And I just kept going, and even through all the friction. And like I said, the military didn't pan out. I literally broke my ankle right before I was supposed to ship out. January 17th. It was the day before my sister's birthday, and I fell off a ledge at a house party that I wasn't supposed to be at.
Oh, shit.
I broke my ankle.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
So the universe literally was like, "You're not going."
I mean, yes.
Yeah. And so I went to beauty school and I paid for it myself. And I wanted to make it legal. So I want in Maine, you have to you have to have a license. So I got my hair and makeup
here
license.
technically as well.
Oh, do you?
For
To
makeup?
do makeup. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yes. No, I know that.
No,
because
remember,
I have
I
mine.
I don't think it is anymore. I mean, there's too many. It's too much of a big
Hello?
city here.
911. I'd
Yes.
pick up that phone if I could.
Hello? Yes, I hear mine doesn't have
There
a
is a
license.
criminal. An illegal makeup artist.
That's all right. That's the least of the world's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, I mean, I think their main ingredient is sanitation, which is fair, but they should just do.
Super fair, but take a class.
Yeah, exactly.
for-
Just make it available.
You would make way more money if you made everybody
Yeah.
that was working at counters and blowout bars and like
Exactly.
everybody doing makeup for weddings and stuff here.
I didn't learn
to just
anything
take-
in beauty school.
No.
Nothing.
No. I went to
And-
school for aesthetics.
Yeah, I wanted all the money, so I want to do hair and makeup.
Skincare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Mhm.
take a quick little glam question. Hey girls, what's the best way to keep your foundation from separating? And this is Lisa. I feel like this is the theme
I
of so
know.
many things.
I know.
Skincare
Yeah.
and like skin prep.
Yeah.
What's your favorite primer? Lisa, are you using a primer, honey?
primer.
What's your favorite primer?
Okay, so I'm one of those people who doesn't really like rely on a primer necessarily, and I
Okay.
find if things separate, maybe the ingredients aren't meshing together.
Mhm.
Right.
But skincare is my favorite primer.
Yeah.
It just depends on the person. But if I were to turn towards a primer, it would be like T-zone only and like a Smashbox, like no sweat primer,
Mhm.
and just like here on the
Mhm.
if you got big forehead.
Yeah,
Yes.
what is the T-zone for those of
Yeah,
people
really
that don't
point
know?
it out.
My T-zone goes all the way back, but some people's is a little lower. The nose, here, and then you're in the south. That little mustache. Here, yeah.
Oh, that little mustache. Gotta keep that mustache nice and clean, honey.
Upper lip
Yeah.
sweat.
Mm.
So yeah, I do love it's the Smashbox like sweat proof or Maron No Sweat. It's a toner, but it's actually what clowns use to keep their noses on.
Oh.
And you can get it on
that's
Amazon.
really the anti-sweat.
Yeah, face
What
antiperspirant.
was the?
What is it called again?
This one, the brand is Maron. I don't know how you say
Alright.
it. Yeah.
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 But it's called. It used to be called No Sweat, but I think they've rebranded
Okay.
recently. But it's like $8. It's nothing.
Great.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it's really drying. But you can put it in
Noted.
the back of your neck too, especially if you're gonna wear your hair down. It's great.
That's a great
Oh.
See, this
This is why we have this.
is why we're
Yeah, and we don't gatekeep.
No,
we don't get-
No, we share. We care. We support. We
Mhm.
love.
Jenny Rowley would like to know good drugstore makeup.
God,
Girl.
everything's good
Like
now.
everything's good
And
now.
expensive.
Yeah.
A little
PS.
pricier.
Yeah.
Yes, they are upping their game.
Mm-hmm.
What is I really love, is it Maybelline, the glosses that I'm obsessed with? Is it Maybelline?
Yeah, you love those. I can only use one drugstore mascara.
What is it?
I'm not telling.
So we are gatekeeping.
No,
yes,
we are. We're
one
liars.
product. If it gets out there and this stuff gets discontinued,
It's not going to. They're just gonna keep
Whisper it
making
to
more.
me.
okay, all right.
What is it? Telescopic.
It's telescopic.
I knew it. I
Yes,
can read your mind. My
yes.
forehead is.
Ready?
I'm
Go.
actually
What is it?
telepathic.
What is it? Look at me.
L'Oreal telescopic.
Oh, L'Oreal, double extended.
Oh,
So
one
I
side is-
Yes,
Mhm.
because like I'm so squinty and like I'm always
Yeah.
like that my mascara always
Runs.
melts
Yeah.
and runs the day. So it's the white,
Yeah, I love
Primer.
that one.
and then when you go to take it off, it just comes.
Tubing.
It tubes.
Oh,
Love
that's
a
nice.
tube.
off my eyes. It's the only mascara that I can wear.
Wow.
So if you melt
Maine is in the house. Yeah.
the way that I melt, the way that I'm looking at you as you are melting me,
Like
Buy
my
that
tooth
mascara.
melted off. My Aquaphor tooth.
you're awkward too. I just went
I love Maybelline. It's Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint 24 hour.
Oh.
I have that on right now. It
I've
actually,
heard a lot of really great things about
I
that.
wouldn't call it a tint. It's a little more full coverage, but I love it. I wear it all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a full cov girl.
Yeah, you're a
I
full
do
coat
like
girl.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
You
that-
just wear makeup
Yeah.
really, really well.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I was also gonna say, like, for your, I feel, what's your like signature, like style, like what, or not signature, but what would you like call your style of makeup on your clients, not for you?
I don't know if I have one. I think like I thought that was a flaw for me
do you
at
mean?
first because I was like, like I can point out someone's work, like I can point out your work, I can point out your work, like I think it's so beautiful and I want a signature style. But I think because I got tossed into doing I've done like probably 1,000 weddings at least. And
Yeah.
it's just like I've had to pivot so much and just do whatever people ask that I don't really feel
I'm
like I have a
sorry.
style.
The hands are so
Yeah,
funny.
she's committing so
No, I know, they're just
hard.
so tiny. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
look how erect that one is holding the mic.
Ironically, my right pinky is numb right now
from
from clutching this
I
microphone.
feel like you're gonna commit to this the rest of the time.
I know,
mean,
it's so
you asked me to
good.
come.
if you're gonna, yeah,
We asked her to
we
dress
did.
up.
We did. We sure
We
did.
last minute literally text Jess and said, it's the Halloween episode. Please dress up.
Yeah, I said they're lying to me,
And
but
this
I'm
is
gonna
what
do
you
it.
Busted
I
out
know,
with.
it's so good.
God
It's so good.
damn you. We expected nothing.
More.
Who are you?
Let's take another little question here.
Yeah, I love watching you do your makeup on your little Instagram.
Thank you.
On your
Because
little Instagram.
for me,
Mhm.
I can't. I just
Wait till you see this Get Ready With Me because I filmed it.
this whole thing.
I
Get
did.
ready with me
Did you do a
with
get?
tiny hands and
I
big
said-
You had the
forehead.
time to do a get ready with me.
I
My
made it so quick.
hands small, I know.
But they're not yours, they are my own. I'm so sorry, Jewel.
Don't be.
No,
Don't be.
she's
Oh my
fine.
God, do you remember when Jessica Simpson?
Oh my God! Another doctor's barely right. Another
That was so.
You know you love him, boy. But you in your well,
You have to stick your tongue out.
Oh my God!
Oh, I used to work with Jewel.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
She's
phenomenal.
very funny.
Another doctor's
She's rad. She lived in her car. I too lived in my car at one point. Yeah. It was really
Wow.
short-lived, but I was in a toxic home situation and I was commuting from my beauty school was an hour from my house. And so I had to get away and I had a Hyundai accent and I would
Yeah, you
sleep
did.
in my car in the parking lot.
Yeah, you did.
And then one of my friends from school saw me and she was like, "You're going to stay with me."
You're better
So
than this.
we shared a bed.
You're better. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
Mhm.
I love
She's
that.
like, look at
That's
you.
so
Look at your
cute.
face.
She was
You,
like,
you know, it's not the face of a
"You can
homeless
sleep
person.
at the foot of the bed."
Yeah. Be my little dog.
You stay here.
Good girl.
Yeah, and I had too much pride. I'm not going to ask anyone for help. I was
No,
like,
sure.
I'll sleep in my car
Same.
before I ask for shit.
Do you work with Tanya Tucker?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I love that.
She's great.
Who's your favorite client? Or like one of? I know we have lots of favorites.
Gosh, I worked with Kathy Lee Gifford for a while. I really enjoyed her company.
She's cool.
I
And
met
I loved
her.
her. Yeah. Go ahead.
She was very cool.
Yeah. I did
I
her
really
makeup
liked
for
her.
a bit and she just, it was really cool because I used to watch her growing up and I always loved her. And
Yeah.
there was a point she hired me and I went to her house in Connecticut and like
Wow.
she let me stay there in her guest
Wow.
room. It was just beautiful. She's a
Wow.
beautiful person.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. I
Was
love
Rage
people like
there? Rage.
no.
that. Is he alive?
Rage.
No,
No.
he passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Rage
years
has
ago.
still been years.
Yeah.
10?
No.
Oh, no, it's happening. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
You
so
just
sorry.
made-
I'm so
Guys,
sorry.
I'm having a hard day. Today I found out Regis died. Leave me alone. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
He lives in our hearts.
Yeah. Well, always live in my
call me
heart.
Not forgotten.
No, never.
No, never.
Never.
What
No, no.
who's your least favorite? I'm just kidding. I don't
We don't go
nobody
there.
cares.
Anyone I don't work with anymore.
Yeah.
Anyone who never hires me ever again.
I hate you. I wish diarrhea upon you all.
No, but that is the
Hope you
hardest part
Stub your toe.
about doing makeup, I
Stub your
think,
toe.
is like I don't know about you guys, but like it's hard to separate my validation from like not coming from whether or not someone wants to book me again or
Oh,
book me
yeah.
ever. Oh my gosh, it's so difficult.
Yeah, it's hard, but I mean, how
yeah.
I deal with it is just I just want what's for me, and
Yeah.
That's it.
if you don't work with me, then we're not supposed to work together. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, and it's just it all. You know what? Something else I've learned is everything comes back full circle.
True.
So
Mhm.
like nothing's ever really over.
it's never really
It-
personal either.
It's never really personal,
Mhm.
and it's just like a whatever.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, we still, like, at the end of the day, we have, like, such cool jobs.
Yeah, we do. I forget that.
Cool people. Yeah.
Mhm.
So whatever.
Because how long have you been doing makeup?
22 years. I
Okay, yeah.
think.
So I'm at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, am I burnt out
Yes.
or am I done?
Yes. I know.
Oh, I know. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
I mean,
this is why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Almost 25 years. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I've come to a place where, like, I was with this, put all those eggs into one basket for
And
quite
then
a
the
long
bottom-
time.
Bottomed out.
Right. And now I'm in a place where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like I missed out on a lot of other things. And I'm like, my bank account is smaller than it's ever been in my whole entire life.
Mhm.
And I'm the happiest I've ever fucking been.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
No.
And I'm just
Paper.
like,
Yeah.
all right,
It's more
here
than
I
paper,
am.
it's energy.
I'm going to like
It's all
start a
it
new
takes.
chapter in
Yeah.
my life. And it's going to be all for me
Mhm.
and what makes me really happy
I love that.
and not being scared anymore.
Yeah.
And whatever comes of it will be great because
There's no growth without challenge.
no.
If you don't have a wave, you're not going to learn anything.
Yeah, dude.
All the best
Yeah.
lessons I've ever learned is looking back at the time where some of the hardest things I've gone through.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have had time to do this.
There's no
if-
growth in easy. Like
No.
even now I'm like, oh, like, should I rock the boat a little?
Yeah.
I know.
I'm kidding though. But for
No.
real, like
Yes.
sometimes you're like, oh, I do have a toxic habit of wondering if the other shoe's going to drop. I'm like, oh, things seem to be too good. What is happening?
Yeah.
Well, this never stays all the way up here all
No,
the
it never
time.
does. No.
It's like inevitable.
No,
like it
it's
will,
just-
like
yeah.
it
And I'm
goes
like,
in
maybe I
ebbs
wanna
and
dip.
flow.
But then you can't say it out loud because the universe is like,
Hello?
what you
Yeah.
want?
Well,
I know it's crazy too how we wrap up our identity in work.
Yeah,
Like
for
when I'm
real.
working a lot, I'm like, I'm dope. But then like I just took 2 months off of work a couple months ago because I was so burnt out
Yeah.
and I was very much like, is this the end? I don't
Yeah.
know. But I had to get clear to figure out if it was or not. And it's not, but it's definitely not going to look different. It's not going to look the same. That like hustle,
Yeah.
I want the biggest, I
Yeah.
want to be the best is
Yeah.
Totally.
long gone.
That's where I sit right there. Like
Well,
I'm happy to work with. Like I don't care who you are. I'm just happy to work.
Oh,
right
I don't
now.
have to
Yeah,
do
No.
your makeup and your hair. I'm happy to just do one.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm happy to just step in for somebody.
Mhm.
I
Just
mean,
to have
you know
work in
this.
this economy.
Right.
too.
Well,
Yeah.
just
Let's talk about this economy.
let's
Let's talk about this inflation and this economy.
No,
Let's
but,
talk
like,
about economics for
but
a second.
being
Let's take 'em to that
being a
box.
makeup artist, like we're a luxury item, and the fact that people still are willing to pay money for us when food is like really expensive and all these things, like
Yeah.
we're super blessed.
I just
Sure.
paid $10 for eggs. I just
Yeah.
want you guys to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, people are really struggling, and then they still pay for us, and we're like,
And they still pay for us. Thank
And
you
they
so
still
much.
pay for us.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
And they still ask us to cut our rates. It's
Yeah.
great.
yeah, no matter what,
It's tight.
the richest ones for sure.
Yeah. Is this your first agency that you've ever been with?
Forward is my first agency, and I'm so grateful for you for even seeing me and considering me for the opportunity
Oh
to
my
be with
God.
Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I never even imagined to be on anyone's radar. So I was like, who, me?
I mean, how could you
Old
not?
tiny hands?
Look at you.
I don't look at you, old tiny hands.
These hands take a
God.
very long time to do a glam.
It takes her 6
God,
hours because she has
hands.
tiny hands.
Yeah, no,
Well-
but I'm always shocked and grateful when people, see me, especially people I admire.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sweet. Well, yeah, I mean, I felt like Nashville needed like a legit agency, not somebody that said they're here, not
Yeah.
somebody that's
It's cool.
like whatever. I just felt like a legit agency had to be here, and how the owners of Forward and I kind of serendipitously met, and then literally like a couple days later, they were out here. There you go. They flew out here to take a meeting with me and Morgan, because Morgan was a manager in music, as you
Mhm.
guys know, and she would book me for her artists, and then when she quit her job,
Mhm.
the agency that I was with, I was like, oh, I think they should open an agency out here, and I don't think they really ever wanted to do it, and or will never do it. So, no.
Oh no. We lost a
Hold on
line.
one second.
Hello?
Oh.
It's the Halloween episode.
Ba-da,
Wow. What does that mean? I don't know anything about lights. But anyway, long story short, when they wanted to come out here, I was really excited. And I was very much like, before you guys do your research and sign everybody you guys want to sign, will you please sign who I want you to sign?
Mhm.
And then that's when Morgan started like signing all the the people that I wanted to sign because I just wanted to start like a community of like-minded artists
Yeah.
that are cool. Like, you could work with any of my clients and I just wouldn't care.
Feel the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
And I understand the agency thing and I'm grateful for the agency thing. Agencies are not for every makeup artist and that's
Right.
fine. But
Well, I feel like I tried everything, and I'm sure I haven't, but I've never tried an agency, and I was like, hey, why not? I've been doing this on my own the whole time, and it's been 20 years of that. So why not take a little pressure off myself?
Yeah, and it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some people don't want to give up
the
15%
control.
or give up control.
Pay to play, baby.
Well, you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
And you're not just giving up 15%. You have a team to support you.
They're working so hard all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you
that
love
are
it?
like,
Are you so happy?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Some of my clients maybe don't like it, but that just means they were taking advantage of me before. And so I think that's just like something that comes to an end. Smell you later.
Yeah, I know. I think it's an adjustment for like all parties involved, but
well, it's like
LA and
Morgan's-
New York has been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, why can't it work here?
If you want to,
we have people advocating for us.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, if you don't want to, if you can't provide like natural, normal human requests of decency, because you know, like makeup artists are bottom of the totem pole most of the time.
Yeah.
Like people see, oh, like the influencer and they're rich and they're in their house, but like when you're a working artist, you are up before the sun.
Yeah.
You're in bed before or after the moon.
Yeah.
You have to be ready before everyone else. You don't get to eat. You don't get to pee. You're they nickel and dime you the most. You're on your feet all day. You don't sleep, and it looks glamorous and it looks beautiful and it can be fun. It can be very rewarding. But for me personally, like at this point, like I got high cortisol.
My cortisol levels are through the roof.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want your job. That doesn't sound good.
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
You really
Fight
gotta
or
want
flight.
it if you want to make it.
No, I
like
know.
it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's really hard work.
Truly. Yeah.
And you don't always get recognition that you maybe feel like you deserve or want.
Yeah.
But you get to be creative. You're an artist. We're artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. And it's funny how like I've had people like come to me and be like, but this is what you charged like 3 years ago. It's like, are you kidding? Do you just make the same amount of money every year?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, no.
And aren't your artists charging like what they would charge for a show a year ago is not the same than what they're charging now.
Mhm.
It's the same shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be the same price every year. It's like,
No.
I don't.
Things cost more. Time costs more. Also, like I'm away from my family to be with you all the time. Like, yes, like this is my job and this is what I signed up for. But also like, there's certain things that if I'm gonna miss, there's so many things in my life that I've missed that I wish I could go back on because I made a commitment.
Yeah.
Whether it was a wedding, like I missed my cousin's wedding with my aunt who passed away. Like she had cancer. Those are moments that I miss because I said I would be there for you and I did it because my character means more to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And some people don't care. They don't appreciate it. Then it means nothing to them.
Yeah.
And some it does.
I know. Some people it does.
And it's taken me a while. It took me to get with an agency to realize that people come and they go, and it doesn't reflect on my value or my worth if they don't want me because they don't want to pay that much or they don't want to give me my own hotel room or whatever it is. Yeah,
whatever it is. And that's what's nice about having Morgan as a manager is because she was in music management.
Yeah.
So she can go, wow,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much management tries to take advantage of artists of glam.
Yeah.
Glam and
Big
style.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's nice to like have her like
fighting for us.
Yeah, that's a big component of her and like the knowledge that she's gaining from this new role in her life is she's just like, wow, I like want to fight for you guys, which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't realize like when you're on set, it's 15 hours at least sometimes on your feet. There's no sitting.
I won't do it.
There's no eating.
I know.
There's
like,
no bathroom.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I have a hard on.
I don't want to do it anymore.
No.
But it depends. It depends what it is. If I believe in the person, if they're going to treat me
it
right.
does depend.
Yeah.
Listen, if Trisha here would ask me anything, I'll fucking do it. 100%.
I won't do any more days out in a field in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, on an August. On an August day.
Getting Lyme's disease
I won't do that no
anything
more.
about a tick until I moved to Nashville.
I'm from Maine, so I've got lots of ticks. Pretty much everyone I know has got Lyme disease.
What about them chiggers?
What? I didn't know anything.
Chiggers are the devil.
They're the devil.
I was
What are they? And
grounding
what's their purpose?
to terrorize
Chiggers,
people.
They're
mites.
They're mites.
They're invisible.
Invisible mites.
Invisible?
Yes.
They're little tiny specks and they bite you all in a row.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I've
and
had
you'll get
crazy
yeah.
chigger bites. I just don't know like their purpose.
There's no purpose. It's
Is
like a
there
fly.
a purpose to a tick? Do they do something?
They suck. They suck.
They
no,
do
I know,
suck.
but what
Yeah,
do
but
Yeah.
like
Speaking of
spiders
Halloween,
eat bugs, so there's a point to them.
ticks suck your
chickens
blood.
and birds eat ticks. Like
Oh.
if you want to be like a homesteader and you have chickens, they're great for eating ticks out of your yard. But
I should
get some chicks.
chickens. I should get some chickens.
It's a lot of work.
I know.
It is a
I
lot
know.
of work. I had chickens
But they look
growing up.
adorable in costumes.
I know. They
Sometimes
play the
eggs
piano.
get stuck in their butts.
Do they? Sometimes eggs get stuck in my butt.
I am not. I would never pull an egg out of a chicken.
Well,
butt.
you have to soak them in like hot water or
You
warm
wouldn't
water.
put an egg. You wouldn't pull an egg out of a chicken butt. You
wouldn't
wouldn't
re-
pull an egg.
Yeah, you would.
If you
can't
had
really
a chicken
pull it.
and you saw the egg struggling to get out of its butt,
Yeah, I would.
you wouldn't help it.
I would help it.
Well,
There you go.
And if the other chickens see that chicken struggling, they'll kill it. Yeah, they like don't like weak people in the squad, so they'll start pecking at it.
Ew.
So,
Could you imagine people were like that?
People are like that.
welcome to Glam.
Are
with-
you kidding me? People are like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
are, aren't
nature.
they? God, I
Yeah.
know.
Ew.
Yeah, it's giving.
Gross. Well, speaking of disgusting people, what's your favorite like brand right now?
Well,
Favorite.
I would like to speak to no one. I don't have one.
You don't have a favorite brand?
No.
What about like products that you're like, if this isn't in my kit, I will die.
That part of me died a long time ago, where I
Really?
was like, I have to only have Tarte Shape Tape, or I
No,
cannot simply
not
complete.
like that. Just like
Yeah.
like I have to have this like reefa roller that I do to everybody.
What's
It's
that?
like it's like a gua sha on crack. And it just like snatches people
Send me the link.
well. And I will. And it like I do all my skincare and then I roll them up here and then I drain it down here and it snatches them and it also like puts them in like a
Good
you know how
space.
sometimes somebody will sit in your chair and you're like, whoa, just
Yeah.
everything's gonna it kind of like
Snaps them.
hypnotizes them and then they can like get glam. Like,
How
they're,
long are you
like,
doing it
Glad
ready
for?
she's the top
glam.
dog.
I
Top
do
dog.
it for maybe it takes me 5 minutes. I like really skincare. I warm them up a little like in their jaw and then I roll and I like get a little of the crunchies out and it's like everybody's favorite. They're
Oh,
like,
I love.
this
Oh,
is
that's
like
so
literally
nice.
why I
Yeah.
spend
They
so much
respect you
fucking
that
money to
much?
book you.
Yeah.
Because
And
like I can't get people to just not look at their phone. They're like this. They're like,
Oh, I know. Those are every single one of mine.
and I'm like, look up.
Every one of
Oh,
mine.
it makes everything so hard when people
Like,
won't get
I
off
have
their phone.
herniated discs in my neck.
That just like
Look
proves
up.
how good of a makeup artist you are when you have the phone person. Like if you can do somebody looking down at their phone
It's a
for
nightmare,
whole
though.
hour.
Or
Oh,
like they're on their
it's-
laptop working, and I
Yeah.
get like their time is precious. Some of these people are so busy, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't possibly do.
Like, yeah, how am I supposed to do your bottom mascara?
Yeah, I'm like,
When
look
you're
up,
looking down.
and then they always look down. Look up,
oh,
and there
yeah.
we go. Then
Do
they
you know
go
what I like to do when people have mascara? I say, "Can you do your own mascara?"
smart. Some of my clients like to do that.
Oh, smart.
Thank you.
Can you do your own makeup?
Can you do your own? Can you put on your own lip liner too?
Can you
And
still
your
pay
lipstick?
me and
Can
do
you
your
still,
own
yeah,
makeup?
do everything yourself.
Here's a sponge.
Yeah, here you go.
I think something I can't live without are. It's not a product. I love Scott Barnes makeup brushes.
Same.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
do I. I
They're
love his too.
incredible.
I have the whole
They're
Wait,
beautiful
beautiful.
caboodle. They're
And
beautiful.
he sent them to me.
He
What?
did.
Yeah, I didn't even
Wait,
pay for
tell
them,
me
and I love
more.
them.
Are they
They're
vegan?
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
anything. I mean, obviously.
I don't think
but
all of them are vegan necessarily. Some might be horsehair.
they're beautiful.
Hold on, I gotta-
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Wow.
They're
The
beautiful.
body one, I did it in my Get Ready With Me. It's a giant body
It's
one,
huge.
but I was slapping powder off my
Slapping.
head.
Wow. Wow. Do you have anything fun coming up? Don't we have the People's Choice Award or something?
I think I'd like that. I don't really know what's coming because every time I have clients where I know exactly what we're doing, when we're doing it, I don't feel creative. Like I want to be surprised.
Oh.
And if no one books me, okay, that's fine.
And you work with Megan Maroney.
Mhm.
Do you work with Lainey?
No, I have
Oh,
a couple
okay.
times. Yeah,
Mars.
Mars works
Mars.
with Lainey and,
And Jess.
Jessica.
yeah.
yeah.
But I love them
Who?
both.
They're both amazing girls.
Jess.
Jess Barrio.
Just
Oh,
Dario.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barrios.
Yeah, I work with Meg sometimes. Yeah,
Who?
Meg Maroney sometimes.
Oh, Meg Maroney.
People
Yeah.
call her Meg.
Huh?
People call her Meg.
Meg Maroney.
Megan
They
Megan.
call her Meg. Okay.
Megan
Yeah.
Maroney.
Megan Maroney.
How dope is Rachel Parton?
I love Rachel Parton. Thank you so much for sending me.
Yeah, she's so
sending her
sweet.
to me.
I love her. I
She's
saw
like
her on set the other day. and she's just so fun.
Precious.
Precious. Her and Dolly look and act so much
Yeah.
alike that it's like which is which. It's crazy. They like could be twins.
And because you sent me Rachel, I've gotten to do touch-ups on Dolly,
Ooh,
which is a
how was
blessing.
that?
Like an angel.
She's an angel.
She's an angel.
Did you get
Yeah.
to meet Lynn too? Or did she do her own glam?
No, she did her own glam.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Doesn't
She's
she
coming out
have
with
like
makeup on.
I know. She
20
gets
brothers
out.
and sisters?
Yes.
Because she's like, yeah, I do my own makeup.
That's
like,
so crazy.
Okay. She's like, it's always been that way. I always do. I'm
Dolly?
Like, all right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, she'll like do her own glam and then she'll like have
Someone touch it up.
someone
Yeah.
touch her up.
Mhm.
That's how you do it.
I mean, if you like what you like,
She has a
Yeah.
makeup line now.
I know. I got to get my hands on it.
We got it. How much do you die for Steven?
Steven is
So handsome.
so handsome,
So
so
hot.
stylish,
So stylish.
funny.
Her like creative director
Yeah.
that she's had for years,
And he
right?
makes her clothes, right? Or
Like,
designs them.
Designs
Yep.
all of her clothes, all of her wigs, creative directs everything.
hmm
He is this like
Fabulous.
6'4".
Oh, I saw him actually.
Very built.
I saw him at the dog runway
Yep.
fashion show.
Right. He is just a good-looking dude. He is just a handsome man.
Yes.
He is a handsome lady.
He came in and took up, he creative
Oh, yeah.
directed the
Yeah.
whole,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like, boom, like
Yeah, his
presence. I am known.
vision
I am,
is-
yeah.
My
Yeah.
first day on set, he was like, oh no. He was like, are you fine taking charge? And I was like, yes. And he's like, then go do touch-ups when you need to and just do what you got to do. And I was like, oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that camp runs.
And
Yeah.
they're amazing. Everyone's so kind.
So kind.
Like, I'm sure you guys have walked onto sets before where people have their noses in the air and they're so special and so cool and want to
Ugh.
make you feel like crap about yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I
And
hate
it sucks the life out of you.
Who
and
likes
and
it?
people make you feel like you're less than. And
Yeah.
or actually, we choose to feel that way.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
should say
Yes.
that no one
Thank
has
you.
power to make
Thank
you.
you.
just
Yeah.
do
No,
anything.
ain't nobody taking
Yeah.
my power.
Yeah. So
Ain't
I-
nobody
I choose.
Not camera
taking
one,
my,
not
not camera.
camera two, not camera three, not
I
camera
ain't here
4.
to let anybody take my power.
Yeah.
No,
so
girl.
Mhm.
That's the theme
Protect
of this
that.
week.
Yeah.
people
for
can
sure.
put out the vibe, but we choose to decide what we feel.
Exactly.
So I've many
Amen.
times chosen to decide that I
Yeah.
wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I chose to decide to leave work.
I chose to decide that I no longer work here.
I have chosen to decide to no longer do this.
You don't no longer want to do this anymore.
That's so
This
funny.
is
You're
real
like, I
romance.
choose to decide to
Yeah.
divorce you
Yeah.
and no longer be married to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I chose to-
Well, the best thing about life is I remember the exact moment where I realized that I could choose what I felt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, I think it was like 15 or 16. And
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
and
that's-
my
I
mom was
just learned that yesterday.
young.
Oh gosh. I'm not saying I apply it all the
Same.
time.
Oh, okay.
But my mom was yelling at me and you know, my mom does have mental illness. And so
I'm sorry.
she can't help it. But at the time when you're a child, you don't realize because
Yeah.
you're just, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
So I realized that I didn't have to go into the spiral and I could just be like, nope, I don't have to meet you where you're at. And
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
like she's sick and it's a whole thing. But when you're a kid, you don't know. You're just like,
right.
oh, like things are toxic and crazy and I'm scared and I'm really afraid. I don't know what to do. And then I realized, no, I don't have to be scared. I can be brave and I can be strong and put up a bubble and that's still really healthy.
Yeah.
And then that was it. I never looked back.
That's a really young age to learn
That is-
something like that. That's
I just
incredible.
had to download. The
Yeah.
universe was like, you need
Wow.
this. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
My,
I
mine
just
was
starting to smoke weed. At
yeah,
15.
seriously.
I was making out with girls at 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Maybe.
cool. Different strokes for different folks,
Yeah.
babes.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
your life
I don't
story
really
is wild.
anymore.
I
you know.
mean-
I mean, mine's similar. My mom has scoliosis, so it's when she grew up with it's a whole thing.
You had to
So
pick a
it's
lot of
I'm
stuff
just,
up
like
for
not
her.
comparing myself to your story or anything.
Listen.
No, it's different. But
Everyone's got
I
struggles.
feel like I'm just trying to relate to yours. So scoliosis
love
and
that.
mental illness is like
I don't feel like
not
competition.
far.
I don't want people to have bad stories, but every single person does.
Same mean scoliosis and mental illness.
That's what's happening.
Perception is reality. Scoliosis could be really horrible for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I grew up with it.
You had it or your
My
mom did?
mom.
Oh, how I'm
Does
so
it-
sorry for you.
I'm riffing right now. It's not true. Pam's
No,
fucking
Pam's
spine is
fine.
sharp as a.
Did you say Pam or Pan? Pan.
Are you saying Pan or
Pan.
Pam?
Oh,
She's saying
Are you saying
her
Pam.
name's
Pam?
Pan.
She's saying Pam.
Are you saying Pam?
Pan.
Pam.
Pan.
She's saying Pam.
I'm saying Pam.
Okay, Pan. Sorry about your
She's
back,
got
Pan.
a great spine.
Good. I'm glad her
She got
spine
a
is
hell
still
of a
with us.
backbone.
Hell of a backbone.
Hell of a backbone.
But like people who try to just relate to everything. They're like, oh yeah, well
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom.
I don't mind
Yeah. Is that what you were?
Yeah.
Is that who you're being for Halloween?
Yes.
An obnoxious
A
asshole.
one upper.
That's why I was like, not to
A
compete, but this is
one-upper.
from Tanya.
Oh
Yeah.
no. That's okay. Please,
I
I'm glad.
can't do one-uppers. One-uppers are a person that I just don't really
I
care to
don't
have.
I don't really mind it because I think by nature I'm accidentally a one-upper. I
Okay.
really don't mean it. And
Uh-huh.
I just like connecting with people and talking to them. And I've never really felt like I fit in until I saw Love on the Spectrum. And I was like,
Oh, do you feel like you have a touch of the tism?
I think I might.
Oh.
So, oh my
Oh,
God,
so, well-
is that my phone?
It's okay. Answer it.
Hello. It's a FaceTime. No. I'm
Oh,
just
I
kidding, it's
wish.
not. No.
Oh, that would be
Morgan-
amazing.
Morgan
Take
tried
the
to
FaceTime.
FaceTime me, but it was a FaceTime call when she was in Mexico. And I was taking a shit.
You
I
should
was
answer.
taking a two, everyone twos. And I was like,
Everyone twos. Everyone threes and fours too sometimes.
Well, the first time I met Jessica, she came out of the bathroom and showed me a picture of her poop.
listen, I have IBS and I just wanted you to know that the toilet wouldn't flush and I was scared.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. And she came out and she was like, "This is the size of this thing."
What?
Took a
Is
picture,
everything
showed it to
okay?
me. Yeah.
I just told you I probably have autism.
Yeah. AJ, how would AJ feel about this? That would he be
I
like,
hope no one's
"She is-"
offended. I'm really being honest.
No, nobody's offended.
It's ADHD. It's a whole thing.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a combination of
Yeah, because
mental.
Adderall was never
mental
fun
illness
for me.
and
well,
scoliosis.
listen, I'm not telling you do or don't have.
Diagnose me
I
right
have-
now. Is this the
Yeah.
doctor's office?
How cute. How expensive would this doctor's office visit be? I'm dating somebody with autism.
Okay.
Diagnosed autism.
Sure.
So, but I don't know. I still am not fully. He has the spidey sense. Yeah, we'll meet somebody or like talk to somebody or watch something, and he'll be like, he's one of us.
He's one of us.
He's one of us.
No, I have that too. Like
What's-
I've been in so many situations where I just got a sense of someone immediately, but it could be the way I grew up. Like I grew up, where you had to be very aware at all times of your
Yeah.
surroundings. Because I know this sounds crazy. I swear I'm not lying. My parents were in a biker gang.
Yeah.
And so like you're just around a lot of different types of people, and you just you grew up with wolves, and you got to pick out who is the bigger wolf.
Yeah,
So
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
mm.
My parents were in a choir.
My parents were
gang.
in a marching band. Just kidding, that was me.
A
You're like,
choir
what is it?
gang.
Correct.
Your parents were in
Wow.
an Irish
All the riffing.
clogging.
All the
An Irish
riffing.
clogging
Take the
group.
baritone.
Nope.
That's where I get it from.
That's where I get it from. Wow. Okay, tell me. Well, speaking of choirs, tell me what your ultimate goal is with Glam before you quit in a year.
Before I snap, we're laughing because
Holy shit! Did I feel that in my
Yeah.
chest?
I see.
but like there's
It's
so
not even, I know, but here's the thing, viewers, listeners. It's not that it's not amazing.
No, it is amazing.
I think it's anything that you do for 20 plus years is just, it's taxing.
yeah.
And there's something that is like ingrained in us that we feel that I've been burnt out multiple times, and I'm sure that
Mhm.
both of you have too.
Mhm.
And you work through it, you
Mhm.
push through it, but you shouldn't. That's the thing is
Yeah.
you have to take time and take space.
Mhm.
And I've never really taken a vacation that had nothing to do with work until recently.
Right.
And that's a joke.
Yeah.
That is sad. That is
Yep.
pathetic. I'm
Mhm.
acting like a loser.
Mhm.
Like you have to take breaks or you will
Yeah.
snap and accidentally kill a celebrity.
Yeah, we don't want to kill.
I mean, I worked for
No.
someone. I didn't have vacation for 2.5 years.
What do you want to do before you retire? Like, what would be your like, holy shit, oh my God, I did it.
You know, it's so funny that you asked me that. I was literally thinking today, what is my goal? Like, what do I want to do? I actually don't know. Because a few years ago, if you had told me, okay, like you want to work for Reba, you want to travel with Reba, you love Reba. And last year I got an opportunity to trial with Reba and it just didn't line up. I had made a commitment with someone for a job and I am not the person who cancels for another job. I'm just not. So that window closed for me. Doesn't mean it won't open again, but just like that Reba, I love her. I was like, that would make me feel validated. But then now I'm just in a different headspace where that wouldn't make me feel validated because I realized that working with celebrities or, having that like goal client, everything to me is measured in how much happiness and joy that gets me or how long it lasts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, how long would that make me happy and satisfied?
Mhm.
And it wouldn't be a lifetime. So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm in this weird place where I feel like I don't really have a makeup goal right now. I'm kind of just going with the flow.
Yeah.
and not really thinking about the future, which is really scary. But
It's kind of freeing though.
it is kind of freeing. But at the same time, I don't really know where I'm going to end up. And for doing makeup for 20 years, I'm so blessed and lucky to be where I'm at and to work with these different people. But even sometimes like you put that goal client out there and you're like, okay, and now what?
Yeah.
Or you put it on your Instagram and people are like, oh, so cool. And then you're like, well, how cool? Like, does it feel cool to me?
Yeah.
And how much did I get out of it?
Yeah.
Like emotionally,
Right.
like how does this validate me in which way? Does that mean I'm good enough?
Yeah.
Like what makes you good enough?
Right. No, 100%.
Yeah.
And I talked to these other glam people like a year ago. I think I was like on set with them and I was burnt out.
Yeah.
And I was like, because they have been doing it much longer than me. And they were it was a very, 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 very famous person. And it was his team. And I was like, what do you guys do when you get burnt out? You've been doing this longer than me.
Yeah.
And they were like, I mean, just because you've been doing something for 20 years doesn't mean you might think it's over because it's been 20 years. And you're like, wow. But they were like, right at 20 years, I landed him. And then I've been with him for 10 years. And like, I've made more money now than I ever have. And
with one person.
just because you think something's over, like it's not, sometimes that's when things like kick up and kick in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting. You just kind of have to like, sometimes you have to, I think we've been programmed to a good career is you have lots of clients that like book you all the time, right? We don't think, oh, I can actually like make this the way that I want this to be.
Yeah.
And now at this point, I'm like, I'm going to curate this the way that I want this to be that works for me.
Yeah.
And I don't actually really give a shit about what anybody.
So that's my goal, really.
Thanks.
If I could pick one, you're my goal. Like having that headspace to just be like free and be okay if someone doesn't book you ever again or whatever happens. Like that's an incredible goal. That's bigger.
That's where I'm at.
That's bigger than any like
that's where
celebrity.
Where I've been for a long time now.
Yeah, it's so lucky.
It doesn't.
I want that.
I just let it go.
Yeah.
I literally it like goes okay, and I see. I'll do the same person as you. I did. What's her name?
Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and then you did her like after or before, and I was like, great, go. I don't care. Like it phases me zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
I'm getting so close. Like I chip away at it every day. My validation.
You have a year and a half. When do you turn 40? In a year?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm 38, right? 1, 2, 3. And I turned.
You said you were 38.
Yeah. So I turned 39 in February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you turn 40, you'll be there.
I'll be like, forget it.
Yeah. There's something about 40 too that like when I turned 40, I was like, whoa.
But it's a beautiful thing becoming an older woman. Like obviously, 30, it's just aging. Like you really like your mental space becomes so less bothered.
Yes.
And I love that.
Right.
I'm zero bothered.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I have no bother.
I've always had something to prove and I've always had a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because I've been climbing my way up from the bottom for so long. And I'm like, my hands are tired.
Yeah. Well, they're tiny.
Well, they're so tiny.
I've had to take so many more grabs at things.
Yeah. It's taking you 3 times as long.
You'll get
your
there.
hands are so tiny.
No, but it really that really feels real because I really feel like I started way behind everyone else. But you don't. It's just like in your own head.
In your head, you created that for yourself. Yeah. And glam is so subjective. I feel like it's not going to like people are not. It's art. It's like you're like how you see somebody's beauty. Like looking at a face that you've never known before. You're like, hello, stranger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like take my craft and then somebody else does it different.
But it's it's a transaction of emotion too, because you're touching them and you're sharing space with them, and we're having deep conversations. Sometimes some clients don't want to talk at all, and that's fine too. But you're constantly checking the temperature of their emotions and what they want from you, and it's like it can be amazing, and it can be really tiring.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think people book me solely off of just
that massage tool.
Same.
The fucking
number
massage
one, the
tool.
massage
The
tool.
refund.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find you and stalk you.
So you can find me in prison.
Shanking all the bitches.
When I snap. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Don't want there to be foretelling. I'm fine. I swear to I don't look fine right now, but I'm fine.
No, you look the most fine I've ever seen you.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, clearly. She's doing great, y'all.
You can find me on Instagram, Jessica C. MUA.
And on
TikTok, Jessica C. MUA.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, I made
that.
Jessica C. MUA. MUA is not a cool thing, I guess. People are like, MUA, because it stands for makeup artist, not moi kiss.
Yeah.
But other makeup artists have shamed me. They're like, moi.
I think I do HMU. I do HMU too. HMU.
I'm like, I'm from the early 2000s.
It's HMU. It's HMU.
Yeah. Shut up.
Just let us live.
In the kindest way. Shut the fuck up.
Just kind of shut your mouth.
And like we don't want to
shut your mouth.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And again,
I
know Mari and Jessica are the same person.
Twins.
Keep listening to the Touch Up podcast. We love having you guys. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok at the Touch Up podcast. And happy Halloween! Laces